This video was made possible by Thunderbird Perch. Thank you for your support. In a larger conspiracy designed to prepare the public for a staged global event. As governments continue to investigate and release information about UAPs, the debate over the true nature of these phenomena will undoubtedly continue. Whether these programs represent a genuine effort to understand unexplained aerial phenomena or a strategic part of a global psychological operation remains a topic of intense speculation, ensuring that UFOs will remain at the forefront of public imagination for years to come. Holograms and UFO hoaxes a realistic threat. The concept of holograms playing a crucial role in the mass deception theorized by Project Bluebeam is both a fascinating and unsettling proposition. Holograms, especially those projected into the sky, could be the ultimate tool for fabricating false realities, such as staging a UFO invasion or simulating the return of religious figures. In this context, the use of holographic technology combined with advanced psychological manipulation could theoretically create mass confusion, fear, and compliance. The question that arises, however, is whether holograms can realistically be used to perpetrate such hoaxes on a global scale. Can today's technology produce the kind of large-scale, high-definition illusions that Project Bluebeam theorists fear? Let us explore the current state of holographic technology, its potential application in hoaxes or large-scale deceptions, and whether holograms pose a realistic threat in the context of Project Bluebeam. We will examine historical cases of alleged UFO hoaxes, the of holography and entertainment and military applications, and how these technologies could be used in psychological warfare. Holography has been around for decades, but it wasn't until recent years that it began to capture the imagination of the public as a potential tool for deception. The hologram is a photographic image that appears three-dimensional and can be seen with the naked eye. A regular photograph or video. A hologram captures the light pattern, reflected off an object, and recreates them in such a way that the object appears to be floating in space. This technology has been popularized in science fiction, and while its real-world applications have traditionally been limited to small-scale displays, significant advancements have been made in recent years. Holography. The first practical hologram was created in 1947 by Hungarian-British physicist Denis Gabor. But it wasn't until the invention of the laser in the 1960s that holography became more widely used. Early holograms were static two-dimensional images primarily used for scientific purposes and security features on credit cards or government documents. Evolved, so did the capabilities of holography, leading to more sophisticated and dynamic projections. Modern advancements. Today, holographic displays can be found in entertainment, education, advertising, and even telecommunication. Concerts have famously featured holograms of deceased artists like Tupac Shakur and Michael Jackson, performing as if they were alive on stage. While impressive, are typically confined to controlled environments and required specific lighting and viewing angles to achieve the desired effect. But even these small-scale applications raise important questions if we can project convincing holograms and concert venues. From projecting larger, more complex illusions in open spaces. Military applications. The military has long been interested in the potential of holography as a tool for psychological operations, psyops, and battlefield deception. During the Gulf War, the Pentagon reportedly considered using holographic technology to project the image of Allah over Baghdad, hoping to demoralize Iraqi forces. While this plan was never executed, it demonstrates the military's interest in the psychological power of holography. Research in the holographic camouflage, battlefield decoys, and large-scale projections continues, though the extent of these capabilities remains classified. The idea that holograms could be used to stage UFO sightings or alien invasions is a central element of the Project Bluebeam theory. According to proponents of the theory, holographic technology is already being used to fabricate UFO sightings, conditioning the public to accept the possibility of extraterrestrial life. But is there any evidence to support these claims, and are holographic UFO hoaxes truly a realistic threat? UFO hoaxes. Throughout the years, there have been several cases where UFO sightings were suspected to be hoaxes, but the role of holography in these incidents is largely speculative. One of the most famous cases often discussed in this context is the Phoenix Lights incident of 1997. On March 13, 1997, thousands of people in Arizona reported seeing a massive V-shaped formation of lights moving slowly across the sky. Were part of an extraterrestrial craft. Skeptics argued that the event was a military exercise involving flares. Some conspiracy theorists, however, claim that the Phoenix Lights were part of an experiment with holographic projection technology, possibly testing the public's reaction to a simulated UFO event. The Blue Beam scenario. According to Project Blue Beam theorists, holograms would play a key role in simulating both UFO sightings and divine interventions. In the final stage of the alleged plan, massive holographic projections of alien spacecraft or religious figures would appear in the sky over major cities, creating the illusion of a supernatural or extraterrestrial event. This illusion, combined with psychological manipulation and possibly even mind control technology, would convince people that the event is real, leading them to accept the authority of a global government. While no concrete evidence supports the existence of such technology on the scale SC. Despite the growing sophistication of holographic technology, there are several technical challenges that make large-scale sky-spanning holographic projections difficult. To achieve, these challenges are crucial in assessing the likelihood of holograms being used in a mass UFO hoax or staged religious event. Projection medium. One of the primary obstacles to creating massive holograms visible to large populations is the scale required. Holograms work by projecting light patterns, and the larger the image, the more complex and powerful the projection system needs to be in controlled environments, such as concert stages or indoor arenas. Holographic projections can be achieved with carefully placed lights and mirrors. However, projecting a hologram into the open sky presents far greater challenges, as there is no natural surface for the light to reflect off of. The idea of projecting a massive UFO or divine figure into the atmosphere would require an advanced medium, such as airborne particles or clouds, to scatter the light in a way that creates the illusion of a three-dimensional object, viewing angles and perspective. Another major challenge in large-scale holographic projections is ensuring that the image looks convincing from multiple angles. Traditional holograms are designed to be viewed from specific perspectives, and moving too far from the designated viewpoint can cause the image to distort or disappear entirely for a global deception involving a UFO or religious figure. The hologram would need to be visible and convincing from a wide range of perspectives, making it far more difficult to execute on a large. Required for such a large-scale holographic projection would be immense. Current holographic systems rely on lasers or powerful light sources to create the necessary light patterns, and scaling up these systems to create an image visible across a large geographic area would require massive energy output. Additionally, the equipment needed to project such holograms, whether satellites, drones, or ground-based systems, would need to be deployed covertly, further complicating the logistics. Holographic projections are significant. The potential psychological impact of such illusions should not be underestimated. Even smaller, localized holographic displays could have a profound effect on public perception, particularly if combined with other forms of psychological manipulation. Suggestion, media influence, and social proof could amplify the impact of a holographic projection, convincing people that they are witnessing something far more extraordinary than a technological trick. Creating mass panic. Imagine a scenario where a large holographic UFO appears over a major city accompanied by strange sounds or electromagnetic disturbances. Even if the hologram is not perfect or visible from every angle, the sheer shock of the event could create mass panic. News outlets, social media, and word of mouth would spread the story rapidly, and the fear of an extraterrestrial invasion could lead to widespread chaos. In this context, the hologram itself would not need to be flawless. Its psychological impact would be enough. Subliminal reinforcement. One of the core elements of Project Bluebeam is the idea that holographic projections would be combined with other forms of psychological manipulation, such as subliminal messaging or mind control technology, subtly reinforcing the idea of extraterrestrial life or divine intervention through media, entertainment, and government disclosures. The public could be conditioned to accept the holographic projection as real when it finally occurs. This form of psychological conditioning, known as priming, is already widely used in marketing and advertising, and its application in a more sinister context is not entirely implausible. In recent years, holographic technology has made headlines for its use in the entertainment industry, particularly in concerts and performances that feature holograms of deceased artists. The sight of Tupac? Night of Tupac Shakur, performing live at Coachella in 2012, years after his death, shocked audiences and demonstrated the power of holography to blur the lines between reality and illusion. Similar performances featuring Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston and other iconic figures have continued to push the boundaries of holographic entertainment. While these performances are celebrated as technological marvels, they also raise important questions about the potential for deception. If holograms can be used to resurrect deceased artists on stage, could they also be used to create more sinister illusions? The line between entertainment and deception is thin, and as holographic technology continues to evolve, the possibility of its misuse grows. Holographic technology has come a long way in recent decades, offering tantalizing possibilities for both entertainment and more practical applications. However, the idea that large-scale holograms could be used to stage a global UFO invasion or religious event as proposed by the Project Bluebeam theory remains speculative, while the psychological impact of such illusions could be significant. The technical challenges involved in projecting massive, sky-spanning holograms are substantial. Essential for holographic technology to be used in more localized hoses or psychological operations cannot be dismissed entirely, as our ability to create convincing illusions continues to improve. The line between reality and deception will become increasingly blurred. Whether or not holograms pose a realistic threat in the context of Project Bluebeam. The fear of technological manipulation remains a powerful and enduring concern, reflecting broader anxieties about the future of human perception in a world dominated by ever-advancing technology. Modern technology. In the rapidly evolving landscape of modern technology, artificial intelligence (AI), deepfakes, and virtual reality (VR) are at the forefront of innovation. These tools have not only revolutionized industries from entertainment to medicine, but also raised profound concerns about their potential misuse. For conspiracy theorists, especially those subscribing to the Project Bluebeam narrative, these advanced technologies represent the ultimate tools of deception, powerful enough to fabricate events, manipulate perception, and blur the lines between reality and illusion. Explores how AI, deepfake technology, and virtual reality could be used to deceive large populations, potentially fulfilling the aims of Project Bluebeam. In the current state of these technologies, their potential applications in psychological warfare and mass manipulation, and whether the fears surrounding their misuse are grounded in reality. By assessing the strengths and limitations of these technologies, we can better understand how they might play a role in shaping or distorting the world's perception of truth. Artificial intelligence is often viewed as the backbone of many emerging technologies, powering everything from machine learning algorithms to autonomous systems. AI's ability to analyze data, generate content, and simulate human behavior has made it a critical tool for both beneficial applications and potentially more nefarious ones. But how could AI be used as a tool for mass deception as theorized in Project Bluebeam? Concerns regarding AI is its ability to generate realistic content, including text, audio, and video. AI models like OpenAI's GPT generative pre-trained transformer can now write convincing articles, simulate conversations, and generate scripts that closely mimic human language. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it has the potential to produce fabricated news articles, social media posts, or even scientific studies, spreading misinformation on a massive scale. In the context of Project Bluebeam, AI could be used to generate convincing fake reports about supernatural events, religious prophecies, or extraterrestrial invasions, thereby reinforcing the illusion of a global conspiracy. AI and media manipulation. Beyond generating written content, AI can manipulate media to an astonishing degree. Algorithms can edit videos, alter voices, and even create entirely new visual content, all with minimal human intervention. This capability raises concerns about how AI could be used to stage or alter footage of real-world events, making it difficult for the public to discern fact from fiction. AI could potentially create realistic simulations of news anchors, government officials, or religious leaders, delivering messages that align with the goals of Project Bluebeam, further blurring the line between truth and fabrication. AI also has the power to analyze human behavior on a massive scale, using data collected from social media, online interactions, and even biometric sensors. By understanding how individuals or groups respond to specific stimuli, AI could be employed to influence public perception or manipulate emotional reactions. For example, AI algorithms could be used to tailor disinformation campaigns that target specific demographics, amplifying fear, confusion, or even faith in certain supernatural or extraterrestrial narratives. The capacity for behavioral manipulation is central to fears about Project Bluebeam. Deepfakes represent one of the most unsettling advancements in modern technology. Hyper-realistic AI-generated videos and audio clips that can convincingly replicate the appearance and voice of any individual, making it possible to create entirely false but believable content. As deepfake technology becomes more accessible, concerns have grown about its potential to disrupt trust in visual and audio media. A crucial part of the Project Bluebeam narrative is how deepfakes work. They use machine learning techniques known as deep neural networks to map one person's face onto another's in video footage by training on large data sets of images and videos. Deepfake creators can produce videos that make it appear as though a person is saying or doing something they never actually did.